Hello there. Today I will be talking about an event in history. History? Boring? Did I hear you say that? I have always been fascinated with history. I've loved the stories of the past, which have replicated themselves in various forms all over the world. History repeats itself, it is said, and keeps on doing so till the time man has learnt his lesson and changed his path. Had things been differently, I would have been a student of history and pursued it in greater detail. But never mind, that's another story for some other time. Today I'll talk about a ruler who was fierce, who was feared, who was hated, and went on to become a humble, loved leader. So much so that he was given a prominent place as one of the emblems of India. Yes, I am talking of Ashoka the Great. Ashoka was one of the first Indian rulers to consolidate his success, convert the little kingdoms that he had conquered into an extended empire. He was an able administrator and could run far-off kingdoms that he had annexed smoothly. In his younger days, he was known to have a fierce temper, an uncontrollable temper that guided and governed all his actions. And then we had the famous Kalinga War, because Kalinga refused to bow down to his clout. Enraged, he with his men attacked upon this small kingdom in present-day Odisha. A fierce battle followed, which led to a death of 100,000 men of the Kalinga army and 10,000 of Ashoka's own men. While on a round and assessing the battlefield, Ashoka was moved by the devastation that he had caused. The bloody bodies lying everywhere, the whales, the scavengers ravaging the bodies, the burning villages, the burning bodies, the fire all around, the cries of orphaned children, widowed wives, wounded soldiers, moved him. And he realized and said to himself, "What have I done?" The burden of this victory was too much for him to carry. And thereafter began his transformation from a thoughtless, reckless, angry ruler to a leader who wanted to take care of his men, of other men, of mankind in general. Thereafter began his journey of becoming a compassionate man who worked for the welfare of the people. He chose the path of peace and love and service, went on to make monasteries, universities, hospitals, roads, which could help people. And that was his journey from a fierce, hated ruler to Ashoka the Great. Our present day leaders could learn a lot from him. When we talk of wars, when we want to spread fear around, when we want to hold on to the power on the basis of the fear that we've been able to generate, when we do actions that lead to blood, when we are reckless and thoughtless and think only of selfish interest, history repeats itself. And we have plenty of rulers in history as well as in present world who could learn something from Ashoka the Great. They may not be able to achieve the greatness that Ashoka did, but they will definitely be able to make a difference. History is never boring. History is philosophy. History is evolution. History has stories that we can learn from and change the course of our destiny as well as that of mankind.